After Zoomies at the dog park, it's time for Drive Up at Target. In goes a big bag of kibble and one squeaky chicken toy for the good boy. Drive Up that's ready when you are, only in the Target app. Just tap Target.
The McDonald's snack wrap is back. You brought it back. Ranch snack wrap. Spicy snack wrap. You broke the internet for a snack. Snack wrap is back. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
War Eagle, and welcome to another edition of Ever to Podcast, where we try to get together with you and catch you up on the latest Auburn news, discussions, scuttlebutt across social media, out in person, and everywhere else in between, all within the concept of the Auburn experience, which to us is all about Auburn sports, Auburn culture, Auburn family stuff. If it's orange and blue, it's what we do. So thank you so much for joining us and what we're going to be doing today on Ever to Podcast, episode 45. Today's date is July 31st, 2025. Happy last day of July, everybody. I'm your host, as always, Kyle Loomis. Today, we're going to be breaking down some discussions, notes from the first day of Auburn fall football practice, things that have come out around the football program alongside that. We're also going to touch on that big surplus sale that's happening this weekend for those of you that want to get some official Auburn gear. That's a big thing for a lot of you out there. And a few other smaller news items that we may hit on along the way. Let's catch you up on the latest Auburn news right now. So, Auburn practice day one is in the books. As we're recording this right now, there will be another practice this afternoon with some days off leading into the weekend, which I'm sure they'll pick up right back after that with their next couple of practices. That's the schedule as we know of it right now. There have been a lot of videos, there have been a lot of quotes, there have been a lot of press conferences, opinions shared after the first day of practice, and certainly you can get those 1,000 different places. I want to encourage you that if you can, if you like our content, we do provide you with the press conference for the coaches, the players' interviews that are provided through the athletic department. We share those on our YouTube channel, Facebook, variety of other places, but especially on YouTube, if you'll go check those out. I highly encourage you, if you're an Auburn fan, don't just regurgitate what someone's telling you someone said. Go watch it. Go watch what coach said. Go watch what the player said, or listen at least, and just put it on in the background so that you can be the most informed you can be about the things that aren't true, because so many people just take things at what somebody tells them and don't do their own research. But not that there was anything big out there. We've already touched on the update from Malcolm Simmons. That was yesterday. One of the things that I loved hearing yesterday was how excited all the players seemed to be. And you get this every year, I grant you, to be back in pads. In fact, there was one player on TikTok, I think his name is Tyler Brown, who is on the scout team. He talked about day one, and I'm already getting put flat on my feet doing a walkthrough situation because there's so much energy and pent up, just, I'm happy to be back out there for football going on. So there are stories like that. Damari Alston got asked in one of his player interviews about what it's like to maybe now be the bell cow running back. And I've talked about this before. A lot of people, I think, are sleeping on Damari Alston. Everybody's excited about Jeremiah, has been since he arrived here, and I think he's a great running back too. But Damari, this is his chance, and he's bided his time, and I think people need to give him some more respect. So I'm really excited to see what he can do for Auburn this upcoming season. He was even quoted saying it was worth the wait. I'm excited to be here. He wants to show the Auburn family what I'm all about and who I am. So Damari is ready for this opportunity. He's been waiting for this, and I'm just excited to see what he can do, in all aspects, but on the field as well, leading this running back room after he has bided his time so patiently to do that as well. We've been rolling through from the podcast and putting some clips out, but it was on episode 135 of the Auburn Experience, all the previews for the different offensive groups. We've already put out quarterbacks. We put out offensive line for you guys today. We'll have others coming out as well. So take a look at those as we're all prepping, gearing up, getting ready to go. Go watch those videos and clips from practice to get yourself kind of acquainted with what you see out there. We share some clips from the practice as well that the athletic department provides, so you can see drills and stuff going. So it's just good to see everybody out there doing football things, not just talking about football things, but doing football things. That makes this feel more real as we wind down this countdown towards the 2025 season. Now, let's talk about some other football and all sports related news that I wanted to make sure that we hit on today. Obviously, we've been talking a lot about Nike, Auburn, the sale that finally went on for them to be online and in stores last Friday. Hope y'all enjoyed all of that. But even though Auburn and Under Armour are done, that doesn't mean that you're done hearing about it, and that will take place this weekend, which will probably be the last big thing. Auburn University is hosting their big surplus sale this weekend, August 2nd, from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. Central Time. And that will be an event where they are trying to sell off almost like a garage sale of sorts, all of that equipment or as much as they can to fans that want it. Obviously, this goes to support the athletic department to clear out those storerooms. It's a benefit in a variety of different ways. It's going to be held at the athletics complex at the athletics complex indoor facility, and that's going to be an interesting thing to see. I may or may not be there. I'm not sure yet, but I'm thinking about heading down there just to kind of take it all in and gather some content and share about it for you guys. But we now have some more information about it, and I think is going to be very important for all of you that are at least thinking about it, that are interested in it, that may want to talk about it a little bit. So, or at least think about coming down. Here is your price list for things that you may be able to purchase. Uniform tops for football, men's basketball, women's basketball, baseball, and softball. All of those things are $35. You heard me right. Jerseys, whatever you want to call them, uniform tops of those major programs, $35. Yes, there will be available for you. Uniform tops for other sports outside of those ones we just talked about will be $25, so a $10 difference. Footwear will be $25. Jackets, $20. Polo shirts, $15. Dress and travel pants, $15. You have bags for $15. T-shirts and shorts and headwear, meaning hats. There's no helmets on this list, by the way, for $10. Uniform pants, $5. Accessories, excuse me a second. Accessories, socks, wristbands will be $1 to $5. And then this was the coolest thing to me. Watches for $35. Now, I don't know if that means like nice watches the coaches wore, or if this means like stopwatch style things for practices and things such as that. I don't know, but you can park in the Beard Eves Memorial Coliseum parking lot or the athletics complex parking deck to get there. So that's your list. Nothing is higher than 35. I've seen some speculation that as the day goes on and maybe there's some inventory they need to continue to get rid of, prices might even drop further. That's just speculation. But nothing is more expensive than 35. The watches and the bigger program, the more prevalent program, uniform tops are $35. That's it, folks. Only debit cards and credit cards will be accepted. This is not a cash thing. This is cashless, I should say, is probably the proper term there. So keep that in mind. Even if you don't want to come out and purchase some things, this might be a really good thing to come out and watch, people watch type of things to see the frenzy for this. I would imagine if the weather holds and it's not going to be rainy, that there's going to be a long line forming for this even before lunchtime out there in the heat. So definitely come check that out if you can. We may be out there, may not be, but we'll definitely talk about it next week on some of our content to see how this surplus sale is going to go down. Okay, a couple more things to talk about. I'd never get a chance to talk about the club teams that much here in our content, so we want to make sure we do that. So club teams are ones that are not NCAA teams. These are for different sports. Now, there are sports that are NCAA sports that we have club teams for, like men's soccer. That's just not an NCAA thing. But we have a club ice hockey team that some of y'all are aware of that should and aren't and should be more aware of. Now, one of the struggles is I believe they play their matches in Columbus, so it's hard for anybody to come out and see them, but they at least release their schedule. And I've been a big advocate that I think there needs to be a bigger push to talk about and have like a full calendar for all these club teams so Auburn people can come see these teams, especially those that are on campus on game days or game weekends, big weekends where you're already going to be on town. I've been to rugby matches before. I would highly recommend that you take advantage of that if you can. So here's your ice hockey schedule for the fall. They're going to play Alabama at Alabama. There's an Alabama D1 and D2, so they'll play Alabama D1 on September 5th. September 19th, they'll play Alabama D2. Then in October, it's going to be a big break. They're going to play on October 26th at KSU. So if you're up here in the Georgia region. This is one I'm sorry, that's at Auburn. I messed that one up. They're at Auburn for KSU. That would have been a good one for me to go to. It's not too far away. KSU will be visiting Auburn for the 26th and the 27th of October. And then at Georgia Tech, this is a good one if you're in the Atlanta area, November 3rd and November 4th at Georgia Tech. So that's 2 matches with Alabama, 2 matches with KSU, and 2 matches with Georgia Tech that you have an opportunity to see the Auburn Ice Hockey Club team. Go out and support them. They do deserve your support. Maybe one day, maybe we can get them to actually be an NCAA team if all the other logistic things can get figured out down the line. I know there's more that plays into that. But anyway, that's some of the Auburn news that we wanted to catch you up on today. Hope you guys are going to enjoy the weekend. And as we always talk about and have been working through our schedule here at Ever to Podcast, don't anticipate doing any more of these this week, but we hope to see you Sunday night at the Auburn Experience, our main podcast, that live recording, 9 Eastern time on YouTube. Come watch the show be made, the sausage being made, if you want to call it that, and join the live Q&A at the end of that. Thank you for being here. Hit us up on social media and DMs or email e2cnetwork@gmail.com. Until we talk to you again, War Eagle.